All right, I am live here at 12 Senses Retreat. Come on board, and I'm pressing the live button on Instagram. So we are having our bases covered. Insta, and then let's see, where am I? I'm in my Facebook group, I'm on Periscope, I'm on YouTube. All right, so this is a celebration every month. I come here to 12 Senses Retreat, which is this gorgeous boutique hotel in Encinitas, California. And usually and always, and I love that my theme here for this class every month is about opening the heart. Okay, why do we want to open the heart? I mean, just think about it. Just think about when we walk or when we're doing our texting or on the computer, how everything is just concaved forward. And how depressing is that, right? So even just being able to stand upright and have this beautiful open heart elevates your mood, okay? And we all need that. We all need this upliftment, and we can do it with our own physical body, this matter. When we let this matter open up and become light, we are lightening the mood, okay? So I know that some of you may not want to stay for the entire hour class, so I have 3 really quick tips that I want to share with you, okay? So let me press my big camera too. So I have this for a short YouTube clip because I have a YouTube channel. It's called Healing Touch Vinyasa, and you know, people's attention spans. So I have my big camera going, and so we're going to do 3 tips to help open up our heart. So, surprisingly, a lot of us do not associate the arms with the heart, the arms and the shoulders. So my first go-to is this yoga prop, this yoga stick. So starting what, and you can use a broomstick too. You can also use a strap. But these are great ways to start class. So that's what we're doing right now, and great ways to give yourself a moment in the day where you need to stretch out your arms and your chest. So here's my first tip. Yoga prop, arms are wide to start. Make sure your posture's feet are about hip width. Nice base of your legs lit up, you know. You don't want to hyperextend or shoot your ribs out. You want this strong core base. Using your broomstick, using your strap. Take a breath, and then just let this drop back. Good, that's all it is. Up, inhale, exhale to drop forward. That's all it is. We're opening up the shoulders. So there you go. That's your first tip. So go ahead and get your broom from behind the refrigerator. That's usually where I keep my broom. Or onto the side of the refrigerator. Who keeps their broom there? What a luxury to have a broom closet. My auntie, one of her favorite things about her remodel, this is for you, Aunt Liz. She's like, oh my gosh, my first time ever having a broom closet. Anyhow, so get that broom out and go forward and back. That's all you do. And then if you're pulsing a couple times and you find that was easy, like if you saw that I was going a little bit back and forth quite easily, I brought my hands closer together. Now it's a little bit more challenging. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, checking posture, exhale. All right. So good. All right, so that's the first tip, your broom. Okay, awesome. All right, tip 1, And this is a Durva yoga stick. So durvayoga.com, you can get your own stick. So, and then now, opened up the chest. I'm gonna actually roll on this roller on the ground. So some of you might have your foam rollers. Those are great, but I have a fancy one. This is Rad Roller. I am an affiliate for Rad Roller, so these products I love. I use them. So we just opened up our shoulder joint. Now we're gonna open up mid-back, upper back. So this is counterintuitive. When you're rolling on your roller, you move your body down and the roller moves up, okay? And the consecutive order of what I'm sharing with you has purpose. So we just opened up the shoulders, so now we're opening up that mid-back. All it is, supporting the head, rolling up and down. That's it. And if you're on your roller and you want to explore, you can tilt, bring your elbows towards each other, tilt to one side, rolling up and down. Don't forget to breathe. Heart open, supporting the head. I love supporting my head. I know that some of you may have that amazing neck that doesn't need support, and you crisscross your hands over your chest. Absolutely fine. I like supporting the neck and the head. So that's all it is, up and down, mid-back. Good. Again, this doesn't take long. Ready to come out, turn yourself to the side, move this prop aside, and now the grand finale for these tips. These are things that you can do on your own. I just wanted to share with you before I started class. All right, so these blankets. I'm using 3 yoga blankets, Mexican blankets, and I've stacked them on top of each other. You like this long edge, and if you fold it, it's this beautiful support. So I need 3. Okay, so hopefully you have 3. If not, you could use a bolster or a large pillow. And then a trick that I've figured out this morning, because this is too high for me. 3 blankets are too high, yet I want that opening in the chest. So I just draped the 3rd blanket horizontally over the 2. Okay, so that's it. And then I bring my hips right to the edge of the blanket, rolling myself back. Notice where that 3rd blanket is. It's here to help elevate the chest. You can always bring your legs straight, which is great. But for those of us who like a little bit more support, broken bridge. What is broken bridge? Knees together, feet apart. Because that steeple, the knees together, supports the whole leg, and your low back is relaxed and tilting downward, which is very soothing. So there you go. That's it. Those 3 exercises. The broom or the yoga stick, the rolling on the foam roller, doesn't have to take long, and then take this setup, restorative, heart opening, on your bolster, on your blankets, for at least 5 minutes, if possible. You'll be opening your chest. All right, that's it. I wanted to share that before I started a full-on heart-opening yoga class. So thanks for watching, and you can always come back to the replay to take yoga when you're ready. Okay, spontaneous yoga class. All right, lovely. Good. All right, so I'm ready if you are. Sitting yourself comfortably. You can sit on your heels. You can sit cross-legged. Take a moment just to calm the nervous system and set the intention to practice for an hour, let's see what happens. Opening up the heart, neck, and shoulders. Take a couple deep sighs in through the nose. Oh, let it out through the mouth. Again, inhale nose. That's it. I'm smiling because it's just like coming home. Every time I start class, I'm like, wow. It's like peaceful home. My body immediately starts to surrender and to relax. All right. Gently flutter the eyes open. Scoop up the arms. Inhale. Again, you can sit cross-legged. That's fine. Or on a block. Interlace the fingers and bring them straight up. Drop your chin forward, arms lifted. And C-curve over to the right side. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Nice. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, open up and lift through the chest. Open up the heart as you bring your elbows in slightly. This is cactus arms. Kind of makes sense, These are my cactus arms. Good. And then chin drops. Find that expression of your hands moving back behind you. Chin dropping. Interlace the fingers behind you. And if you are cross-legged, go ahead and unwind your legs and bring them underneath you. We're going into rabbit pose, modified rabbit pose, which is just this rolling down of the head towards the earth. Your hips lift up, obviously, and then your arms. I'm adjusting my knees a little farther back. And then the arms come up, rounding into the back. Wow. You can feel this opening in the low back. So not a lot of pressure on the head, more so on the knees. Awesome. Good. Let your hands come down. Kind of give it a little pound. Again, remember you're using your knees. Support yourself with your hands and come into tabletop, just like a table. Couple deep sighs. And cat-cow. So yoga is this movement with breath, this vinyasa flow. So this is a flow. Inhale one direction, and then let it go the other direction. You're dropping that navel down. Maybe you're peeking up. And then just continue at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. Really, I like this movement. It's beautiful, rocking, possibly being your own best friend, Possibly side to side with the hips. So use your intuition. What does your body want? We're just getting started. A couple more. Nice. Good. So I feel like my back needs just this beautiful stretch out. So I'm taking my hips all the way towards my heels, leaning into my elbows. This is sort of a modified child's pose. Not going all the way back with the hips to the heels, but just giving it time to stretch out to that lower part of your back. And then gradually it's coming all the way to the heels, supporting the head with the double fist. Another opportunity to massage, by massaging your forehead with your knuckle. Just rock your head side to side too, that works. Hopefully just this, you're feeling this gorgeous zen, this relaxation.
what you think matters. You're in the right place, doing the right thing. Letting go of any stress, worry, doubt, fear, let it all go. You are here to open, to receive, to claim your inner knowing, your inner power, your inner wisdom. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. Go ahead and reach your hands forward. Now you're going a little bit more length and through the arms and through the low back. And then walk the hands over to one side. Stretch it out. And so this class hopefully is accessible to most people, because there's a lot of fancy yoga out there. This is in all levels, could be considered beginning yoga too. You're just starting your practice. Great place to come. Back to center. We did both sides. Come back to all fours. Going to stretch out the hands a little bit. Bring the fingertips back, pointing your fingertips back. And give it some light. Well, actually, you're in control. So you can do light, you can do firm. And how would you do that if you wanted to bring this more intensity to the stretch? You could actually tuck your toes under. Now this is advanced, so again, this is accessible to all levels. You're more than welcome to hang out right where you are. In fact, I encourage it if you're just new to this stretch. If not, you can come into this down dog with the wrists, okay? And I like it, so I'm gonna do it. I always say, you're along for the ride. This is Taz Yoga. Good, last breath. Awesome, gently come down. And so since that was so intense, my whole body says, come off, let's shake it out, let's give it a little love. And again, remember at the beginning, I stated how important arms and hands and shoulders are for the heart. So this is it. So just give your hands a bit of compression. And back to, I love this too. Let's massage our hands. Take a moment just to bring your arms straight out. Flex your palm back and then start right from the base of the knuckle. You could do this seated. So if you're just tuning in and you say, hey, what's Todd doing? Well, massaging, self-massage. We're massaging our hands. Why are we massaging our hands? Vagus nerve. Hopefully some of you have heard of what the vagus nerve is and does. It's responsible for our relaxation response, and a lot of nerve endings are in the hand. Okay, so that's why we massage hands, feet, forehead, stomach. So if you're noticing, I'm right on the third finger now. Index finger, start at the top, roll your fingers and massage all the way down. Closing the eyes feels awesome too. All right, now so the thumb, I use my opposite thumb into the back side of the thumb. Good. Wow. That relaxation response is powerful. And if you start yawning, go with it. Use that to help bring along more of that relaxation response. Okay, really important not to stifle your yawns. Let those happen. All right, left side. Little pinky. Check in with your breath. Let your breath come easily. So good. Third finger. Watching the shoulders, not letting the shoulders come up by your ears, but they're nice and low and down. Good. And then that index finger. Not to rush it. And then the thumb. Really good. Massaging the thumb.
Oh yeah. So hopefully my yawning is contagious because I want you to yawn. I tell you, it releases and it starts shifting. It's almost like you're moving from a lower frequency to a higher frequency. It's like when you go onto a deep water and you're moving yourself up, you need to shift energetically, and the yawn will help you do that. So yeah, just my 2 cents about yawns. All right, come back to all fours. Spread your fingers wide, tuck the toes under, and we're coming into our first down dog. So hover the knees, heart forward, hips back. Again, this is a little bit of intermediate posture, so if it feels like it's not correct for you, please come back to tabletop and just hang out in child's pose or tabletop, or even puppy pose, which I will show you. All right, down dog. You can play right hand, left heel, right heel. Just let this whole body sort of explore different limbs. Noticing the feet, you can pedal the feet. Keeping the breath flowing. Yeah, yoga does not have to be complex. These are postures that you can repeat, Just the 3 that I gave you, that could be a total yoga 20-minute session. You just go back and forth between all 3 of these postures, which would be child's pose, cat-cow, and down dog. Just gave you a nice sequence you can do on your own. All right, back to child's pose. Bend the knees, bring your toes together, set yourself back. Reach the fingers forward. Now you're going a little deeper. You can feel that in your belly with your knees wide. And there's sounds that come out. So much tension out there. This is your responsibility to let it go. Let it go. Inhale. Let it go. Sound frequency, similar to that yawning concept. You're moving frequency. You're moving energy. All right. Turn your palms upward so that your little pinkies are touching. Sink down into the palms. You're opening the palms like a book. Okay. And then bringing the head through. Tap the arms a little forward. Possibly lift the elbows up. Maybe some of you can. If you can, great. It means you have a little bit more flexibility in the shoulders. If you can't, no big deal. Do not compare yourself to anyone. Your body is your body, and it is perfect. I tell you, you are perfect just the way you are. And what you think matters. Believe that. So good. So you're just opening the palm, lifting the shoulders up behind the ears, reaching forward. Oh, wow. Okay, drop the elbows down, sort of soften, relax. You can even look forward and then bend the elbows. Tap the elbows forward. See that? And then you're dropping down again. Okay, make sure that you're gentle on yourself. Don't need to overdo it. Just find that perfect spot. Again, if it's too much on your knees and your feet, you move your hips higher. And stay focused. One more breath. Excellent. Release the hands. Walk the hands back underneath you. I'm loving this. I always feel good when I'm doing my yoga. Amazing. I just love it. Can't even tell you. That's why I've been doing it for over 25 years, you guys. I had my first studio in 1997. Cat cow. Cat cow. And it's 2020. Amazing. Amazing.
All right, so we're gonna step it up a little bit with tiger curls. Okay, just wanted to get a bit of heat going, and then I promise we'll do a little Surya Namaskar, salute to the sun. But let's get some heat flowing first. Left leg straight back, ribs stay in, nice hips are nice and level. You can feel the pulsing out, pointed back through that back toe, and then the right arm releases. If it's too much, keep that right arm down and just play with the leg. Inhale, extend with both limbs if possible. Exhale underneath you. Pull tiger curls. Inhale to extend. Exhale to come in. Or vice versa, no rules. Again, just breathe. You can go fast, you can go slow. Your own rhythm. Nice audible breath. So good. Last one. Reaching forward and back. Right hand coming back for that left foot. See if you can reach that foot. If not, no big deal. Just rest. If you want a little bit more, take an inhale. Exhale, look over that right shoulder and kick it up. Excellent. Inhale, look down. Exhale, back with the straight limbs. Right fingers, left foot. Right hand plants. Oh, I love this. I have to do this. It's a sequence that the right foot comes over to the right. Stack the hips. Left arm comes up. And you're in this modified side plank. And then reach back. Reach back for that bow. Again, shoulders, heart, possibly keeping your balance. Look over the left shoulder. I tend to do this in this room, this same sequence. I love it. Look down, straighten it out, hand comes down, circle out that left hip. Moving slowly, moving mindfully with your breath. Making sure you're going both directions in that hip socket. Awesome. Good. All right, left knee meets the right knee. Let's take a moment, either child's pose, it depends on what you want. You might want to go into child's pose, or you might want to go into your down dog. I'm going into down dog because that feels good on my calves. Stretching out that left side, which we just worked with that hip. Being really careful and mindful of your breath. Focusing, coming back to that central point of nose breath. Good. All right. I'm going to turn around so you can see this side better. All right. So we're on the other side. Right leg extends out. Left arm reaches forward. Inhale. Exhale. Curl underneath. And again. Each side is different. Different timing for me on this side. My left leg's a little bit weaker than my right. So we're heating up our core here. So you're pulling in, crunching in, and then lengthening out, lifting out. All right, plenty. I think that's about balanced. Left hand reaches for that right foot, little pinky toe. Kick it up, heart's forward, knees straight back. Catch your breath. And then possibly look over that left shoulder. Oh, so good. Looking at this gorgeous painting behind me. Inhale, look down. Gently release, forward and back. Remember what we did. Left hand comes down. Move that left foot over to the left side of the mat. Go ahead and stack your hips. Excellent. Right arm comes up. Modified side plank. It's a great place to sort of catch your breath. And then reach back for this foot, top foot. Look over the right shoulder. Always keeping those ribs a little bit in and focusing on stabilizing that core, which is that whole central column. Really good. This side wants to stay a little longer. Yeah, it's a little tighter. Right leg so dominant, tends to be tighter. Right arm comes out, over, plant that hand, bring that right knee in. Oh, actually we circled it out. Circle out that hip. Oh yeah, definitely needs it. It's calling for it. So, give me some lubrication. Ball and socket, that's what we're doing here. Circling out that hip. Couple deep sighs. Really good. All right. Knee comes down again. Actually, let's all do it. Child's pose. Wide knees, walk the hands forward. Good. Hang out there for a sec. I'm gonna adjust my big camera. Yay! Wonderful. My big camera only does 20 minutes. So I always have to remember to tap it. All right, so I have a plan here. From this child's pose, open up the knees wide and bend that. Your arms are in front of you, but your arms are bent. You're peeking forward. You're moving this sort of snake-like movement into a bent-kneed up dog. You see that? So I'm gonna do that again. It gradually starts to build and become a little bit more flexy in the back. So it's like a back bend. So it doesn't have to go straight into a deep flexion. It can just stay nice and gentle because you'll repeat. And don't forget to breathe. Inhale on the way back. Exhale, move forward. It's like a snake. Oh yeah, it's starting to feel better. I like my ankles. Just spiral the ankles. Again, these are all just things that I do. Maybe you'll love them. Maybe not. You can skip them. Last one. Yes, it's this movement forward, up, big elbows, straighten out the arms, reaching back. Good. All right, so this next one, when you come back, tuck your toes under, and you'll prep yourself right for your down dog. Little rocking again. Shake out the head. See how simple? We haven't done many postures. And how many minutes have we been practicing? So it's not complex. Just have to get yourself on your mat and start relaxing your body. Start thinking pleasant thoughts and focus on, being your own best friend, basically. Being your own supporter. Because if you don't do it, who will? And then it's good practice too, because when you love yourself, guess what? You have enough love to give. If you don't love yourself, it's hard to love others. So this is the first place. Go ahead and step up on crisscrossing, because I just love crisscrossing. Forward fold. And make sure now that your feet are about hip width apart, bent knees. Your first forward fold, again, this is my body. Your body is different than mine. So if you're up here, that's fine too. I just have this nice flexy hips, and I end up having hips high, hamstrings, but just wherever you are, it's perfect for you. Perfect for you. Sink into the feet. Feet are nice and active. Elbows are grabbing hands are grabbing the elbows, little rock side to side. And then release the arms, interoception. Just feel your body like this tactile sensation of your hands on your shins, your hands on your knees. Wow, you made it like halfway here. You're just letting your body sort of settle in. And then stand. Good. Oh my gosh, and just do a little walkabout. Just do a little walkabout. Nice. If you have a sip of water, go ahead and get a sip of water. Yeah. Okay. So as promised, I'm going to show you the classic Surya Namaskar. So salute to the sun. And I like to show all of those modifications that are absolutely helpful. Okay, so let's go for it. Standing at the front of the mat. Nice, beautiful open heart. Take a breath. Just in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. Oh, it felt so good. We want to do that one more time. Inhale. Let it out through the mouth. Great. Now next inhale, scoop up the arms. And swan dive forward. Exhale. Beautiful. So forward fold. Now that next breath, walk your hands right up to your top of your shins, underneath your kneecaps. Inhale, let your heart lengthen forward. And you have this gorgeous stretch. So your hands strings, right up to your sit bones, down and through your chest. And then pull back in. Good. Plant the hands, if you can, and step back one side and then the other side. This is my own little version, but I love pushing myself back into a bent knee down dog and then coming back to high plank. Sort of sets the tone for the hips. So your bent knee down dog to high plank. You can do that a couple times. Good. And then hold your high plank. Again, modification would be half of a plank. Really accessible. Okay. Or full plank. All right. Next, exhale for chaturanga. So chaturanga can be on your knees. And you just bend your elbows. This is that part of that Surya Namaskar. Bend your elbows and come all the way down. Good. Drop your toes and come into this half lift. This is low cobra. Excellent place to be. Or tuck your toes under and slide yourself through, and you're into full up dog. And always, especially since we did that kind of bent knee up dog, you might feel comfortable looking over one shoulder, back to center, and looking over the other shoulder. Good, back to center. Again, this class is accessible for beginners, just starting your practice. Good, come back to center and move through tabletop and into down dog. Good, and we'll hold. Hold for just 3 breaths. Ready? Inhale, nose. Exhale, nose. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Peek towards the front of the mat. Little baby steps to walk back to the front of the mat, or big step. Back to that halfway lift. And then that closing up, forehead towards your shins. And then either roll up or flat back to come up to stand. Isn't that amazing? That was 1. Salute to the sun. So let's do that again. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk your hands high. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back to your high plank. You can go into your bent knee down dog to sort of set the hips. This is kind of what I do. I like it because it sets my femurs back and keeps my ribs engaged, and I have this beautiful space in my core, central column, to do a straight leg chaturanga. Okay? Exhale, slowly come down. You have your halfway point, and then you slide through. Up top. You can also hover your thighs. So see how there's so many variations here? And even throughout class, you may decide to use some of those modifications. Down dog. Excellent. All right, we're adding on toes together. Right toes straight up, one-legged down dog. Left kneecap straight ahead, left hamstring, right hip sort of drop down, upper body's long, head's relaxed. Lift that right toe a little bit, and then stack the hip, open that right hip. Sink down into that left heel. Beautiful, and then just release. Again, if you're just starting and you need to rest, take that child's pose, especially for wrists and shoulders. Left leg comes high, try to start with square hips. Square hips, left hips dropping, ribs in, drop through the head, straighten out the arms, use that right leg. Nice active kneecap on that right side. Lift that left foot a little higher, engaging that left glute. I know it's upper body for me, focusing on lengthening through the upper body and into the mid-chest. Heart opening, right? Now stack that left hip, bring it way up. Oh, good. And then let's do something else since class is already, gosh, can you believe it? It's already 35 minutes into class. Step that left foot forward, drop the right knee. And if you have your mat, beautiful trick is to support your back knee by folding that mat over. Okay, left hand on the knee, right hand on the knee. So good. Feel this hip crease in that left side. You want that hip crease to move back as you settle in. Good, and sink into that front foot. Scoop up the arms, inside out with the hands, and then C-curve over to the right. Good, you can feel it in that left hip. Really nice. Inhale, come back to center, keeping your chin and your heart lifted. Over to the other side. Good. Notice how my eyes are just straight off in front of me. Back to center. Release the palms. In fact, actually, let's take interlace fingers behind the head. Notice where the space can happen as you really literally pull the head up and out of the neck. You can feel that. Now keep the lower body strong and open and look up. Wow, wow. Keep breathing. Sink into that front foot. Heart's lifting. Chest is lifting. Breathe. My left leg's on fire. Great. Bring the chin down and just bring the elbows forward a bit. Good. Nice. You can feel in the back of the neck. All right, so then gently release the hands. Let's plant them on either side of that front foot. We're already looking down. This is where blocks may be helpful. Put one block on either side. In fact, I might have needed blocks. Same thing. You're dropping your chin down a little bit. You're letting your hips drop. And then opposite direction. Lift up a little bit with the fingertips and look forward. You notice the change in the chest and the upper body. Good. All right, next breath. Straighten out that back leg. Plant the hands and straighten out that back leg. Good. All right. Left hand to the left knee. See how everything just sort of stacks on top of each other? That's why I love yoga. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And your mind just goes to the next, to the next. It's like, wow. And you're just turning to that left side. Good. Let that left arm come over again. Drop that right knee, and we're coming into half monkey pose. Flex out through that left heel. Take a breath. Again, this is a place for blocks. And just melt yourself over. Awesome. Getting all of that stretch in through that left hamstring now. Wow, some nice adjustments in my low back. This is half monkey pose. Good. And then choices, always choices. You can move through your high and low push-up. You can come into down, just go right into down dog and child's pose. In fact, that's what I'll do. Coming back to child's pose. Just take a moment to regroup. You know, your own best friend. Be loving and sweet and kind. Let that low back release. Let your breath come easily. What you think matters. You're in the right place, doing the right thing. You're taking time to relax your body, to soothe your body, to breathe. If anything, just following along with our breath. Celebrating your breath today on a Sunday at 12 Senses Retreat. What this place is about, you know, treating yourself. All right. Ready for the other side. I'm going to turn. I like to just make sure. So turning back into down dog. Take a moment just to stretch it out. And we're on the right side now. Toes together, take that right leg, bring it up, use some leverage, I guess, if you need leverage. If not, and it doesn't make it all the way up to the front, guess what? You can use your hand to just help it forward. See that? And then support that back knee and bring yourself all the way up. Do you remember our sequence? Right hips dropping back, lower belly's lifting. Adjusting your clothes, always nice. That's it. Right hips dropping, right hip creases back, lower belly's lifted, ribs are in. Scoop up the arms, inside out with the hands, interlaced fingers, and let's go to the right side first. Just bring your torso over to the right. Feel that left palm. Let that left palm sort of push upward. Sinking into the front foot, spreading the toes, feeling how heavy that back knee is. Inhale, come to center, and then the other side, right palm over to that left side. No rush, you're in the right place, breathing. Feeling the right rib cage. Inhale, come back to center. Interlace fingers right at the nape of the neck. I feel like I might have gone a little wide, so if you need to adjust your foot, you can always move your front foot. Cup the back of the neck. Let the heart lift. Let the chest come up, the clavicles open, the elbows open, and look up. If you want to challenge, you just drop your hips a little lower. That's it. Lift up through the chest. Really good. Stronger right foot, so it's easier on this side. Exhale, chin drops down, elbows come towards each other. Feel the back of the neck open. It's easier if you keep your eyes open. I like this because it helps open the back of the neck. Chin is on the chest. Good. Gently release the hands. You're framing that front foot now. However you get there. So like, this is a place for blocks. Remember I said blocks on the other side would be good. I think I need them even more so on this side. Drop the chin, sink forward. Again, just the movement of the chin changes the whole dynamic of this posture, because the next adjustment would be fingertips. You see that? And then the heart lifts. Completely different. Just where you put your gaze and where you extend through the spine. Good. All right, flatten the hands again so you're not using your fingertips. Tuck that back toe under and straighten out through that back leg. So good. Clearing sinuses, it's a good thing. Hopefully it's working for you. This is boosting our immune system, by the way. Yoga will help you stay healthy. All right, right hand on the knee. Bring that right arm up. So if anything, do it for that. Do it to keep your body's immune system up and strong, okay? I have not been sick for so long because of that. No colds, nothing, even food, Immediately my body knows, just because it's fine-tuning. We're fine-tuning our body here. Right hand comes over the ear, drop that back knee. Remember where we went? Half monkey pose. Ready to half monkey pose. Heart lifts and then melts yourself over. So good. Enthusiasm, I swear. I can do this in my sleep and still be smiling. I just love how yoga makes me feel. And hopefully that is contagious for you too, because I'm telling you, once you get in a regular asana practice, yoga practice, it's addictive and you'll feel amazing, okay? So I'm here to inspire you. Oh, all right, let's press forward with that right low lunge, straighten. This time, instead of going back with that leg, take the right foot over to the right. Hands can come on the inside, and just a little step up. Okay, step up, and then a step. I'm going to use, actually, maybe I'll use this. If you have a block or a prop, we're going into Malasana. And so take your time getting there. I love it. Take your time getting there, and you're in Malasana. So you're setting your hips low and your torso tall. Just hang out there for a few breaths. I'm going to fix the Instagram. Let's see. How are we doing? We're almost. I just said low. There we go. Good. So Malasana. Block is amazing. I'm going to turn. We're going to stay here. It's one of those postures that's incredibly essential. We all need good knees, good low back. Squatting is one of those postures. And if this is too low, you can always try Malasana on a chair, okay, or a low stool. Right now, I just have my roller. So outside of the edges of the feet, you want to focus on rolling your feet outward. So your inner arches are available for you. Your elbows on the inner edge of the knee, leaning forward. I am, and then lengthening upward. Sinking evenly into the feet. Okay, so we've been here a little bit, but let's commit. Let's commit to 5 more breaths. Okay, so inhale, breath moving up the spine, and exhale down the spine. Try to even out the intention on both knees, pressing inward and outward. Okay, inhale again. Not too much, just that perfect intention. That's it. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. This is such a great one to close the eyes and just go inward to that third eye. Last breath. All right, gently open the eyes, just those half moon slits looking in front of you. Release the hands, adjust your feet however you need to. Lean forward, inhale. All mindful, exhale to straighten. So good. And then just let that freedom happen. You can just spiral yourself out of it. Spiral yourself out of it, rolling yourself up. Come to your knees and squat and sit into this chair with your hips pulling back. Pausing into that chair, lighting up the legs. Good. Ribs in. Extend out through your arms, sit a little lower, pull back, sit a little low, pull back, torso lifts, and then stand. Isn't that cool? Woo! So good. Nice. All right. So shake it out. Eagle posture. Excellent. Right arm underneath the left. Good. And in fact, just take that time here just to circle out your arms. Good. Both directions. And then elbows on your chest. Set yourself a little low. Sink into that left foot. Take that right foot and bring it all the way over. And you're into your eagle. Good. Oh yeah. If you fall out and come back in, it's that ankle. If you have any ankle injuries, this is a great one to help strengthen that. Setting yourself low. Smiling on the inside. I can say that to almost every posture, but I really do love this posture. It's the epitome of yoga, you know? It's that pretzel. That yoga pretzel. All right, gently come out, shake it out. And then the other arm. So now you have that left arm. Again, we did our movements for our shoulders by just circling. Switch directions. Yeah, the heaviness of the arms just stretches out the neck. How cool is that? Good. Elbows back to your chest. And now it's that opposite leg. I'm bringing my left leg up and over the right. Giving myself that little squat. Lining up my elbows. So I'm moving my knee underneath. Ooh, and then fall out and go back in. Moving my knee right underneath my elbows. That's it. That's it. Elbows on the chest. Sit a little lower. Lean into the hips. Breathe. Awesome. Gently come out. All right. So we're going to go down to the floor for a bridge sequence. But Instagram actually has made it to almost an hour. So you guys, if you want to watch the rest of this, you've got to go to Healing Touch Vinyasa YouTube, because this is going to end soon. All right, you guys. Love you. See how we turn this off. Good. Save. End now. Good. And share. Cool. And yeah. Oh, there we go. Good. Next. And good. We'll leave that for a moment. I think so. Anyways. Yeah, bear with me, you guys. This is tech stuff. Post. Okay. All right. So now going down for bridge posture to finish up class. Because that's all about the heart, right? And if you wanted to do a back bend, you could do a back bend too, because that would be even more
expansive for the chest. But here we go. Going down to the ground through this beautiful dance. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back with high plank. Get my little trick. Bending knees, straightening. Oh, so good. And then down into your chaturanga. Exhale. It's our last one, so let's go really slow. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, good. Right to the belly. Slide through. Up dog. And down dog. All right, so this is such a cute trick to get to your hips. So you peek towards your palms, your fingers are spread, you just kind of cross your ankles right in between your hands. You come here, you sit yourself down, and you're in your little place. Straighten out the legs, walk the hips back, bring your arms high. We're just going to roll down with control. So the heels right on the mat and roll down gently with control. Yes, beautiful. Heels on the mat, go slow. Push your heels, hover, hover. Once you're almost to touch, you're going to hover your heels and you're going to hover your upper body. Little sips of air, inhale. Oh, let it go. Reaching up above you. Reaching down through your toes. Excellent. And then hug the knees right into your chest. Make sure you're on your mat. Hug the knees to your chest. Circle up the knees. Go the other direction. Go the other direction. Nice. And then plant the feet right next to your hips. Arms by your sides. Gently roll up. So lower vertebrae is this bridge pose. Lower vertebrae, inhale. Middle and upper. Good. Once you're there, you can gently rock from side to side, open up the chest a little bit more and go a little bit higher through your hips. This perfect place to watch the belly move as you breathe. Another 3 breaths. Excellent. Last breath. Beautiful. Gently roll down, upper back, middle back, and low back. Once you're there, your back's on the ground. Reach for your knees and rock from side to side to help expand the spine a little bit more. Then roll yourself back. Awesome. Reach up above you. And then hands by your sides again. Another active bridge. Start with the lower vertebrae, rolling, middle, and then all the way into that upper. So you lift, hands underneath you. If you feel like you can come a little closer to your feet or your feet can come a little closer to you, you might try that. And up you go. That's it. Keep looking upward. Back of the head nice and firm. You can even interlace your fingers underneath your back. You're going to hold for another 5 breaths. Remember, there's no rush. 4, 5, good. Release the hands, upper back on an exhale. Middle back rolls down on an exhale.
Lower back rolling down until you made it all the way down. And if you feel you have a little bit of release that needs to happen in that mid back, so your chin comes to your chest, you're reaching for your knees, and you're rocking from side to side. Okay, and then roll back down, stretch it out, arms up above you, give it a little stretch. All right, so more than welcome to do Dhanurasana, wheel pose, or stay in the previous posture, which was bridge. Okay, again, this is all levels class. You are doing your yoga, and just trust that where you are is perfect, please. And if it felt right for you, it is right for you, okay? All right, so that said, I'm gonna cue us through back bending. And the start of it is bridge pose. So if you're just planning on doing bridge, do the first part. Okay, take a breath, inhale. Exhale, roll the lower vertebrae up, the middle vertebrae up, until you're coming into your mid-back. This is where you can adjust your shoulders if you like, and hang out in your bridge pose. If you're wanting to progress, or I don't want to say that, if you're wanting to open up the chest, or even just attempt to open up a little bit more into the heart and the chest, you could take your fingertips towards your shoulders, okay, and just plant your hands there, right? And as you push into your hands, you can bring the crown of the head towards the ground. So that might be perfect for you. And if it's too much, you just come out and you go back to that original posture. Once you have that head nice and light in the middle of your hands, take a breath and push into the palms to try to straighten out the arms. Good, that's all it is. Oh, I haven't done this for a couple weeks now. It's like anything, you gotta keep practicing it. Wow, when you're ready to come down, bend your elbows, bring your chin to your chest, drop down. A little sit up like I suggested before. Roll your back down, and just straighten our legs this time. Straighten up the legs, good. Bring the arms high and just stretch out. That was plenty, huh? Whew. Any last posture? That feels good to you. You know what would feel amazing? It's just as simple, bringing the knees to your chest and hugging your knees to your chest and rocking side to side. Yeah, uplifting anytime we open up the heart. We're elevating our mood. Anytime we do yoga, we're elevating our mood. Coming back to ourselves. Good. All right. Great way to soothe the back. Steeple broken bridge. Bringing your knees together and your feet apart. Your hands by your sides. And that will be perfect for Shavasana. Or you can use a bolster. I have these blankets right next to me. Roll up a blanket. And you can put it underneath you. And if you're in a cold environment, which it's winter now here in San Diego, or mild winter, you can put a blanket over your body. That's it. We'll stay in the most important posture where you absorb all of the work that you just did. A couple deep sighs. You can sense the energy pulsing. Just notice those energetic flow throughout your entire body. You can say to yourself, I am laying on the ground. My whole body is laying on the ground. The final relaxation posture. Any thoughts that are coming in, let them come in and float away, in and out. Always coming back into the body, to the heaviness, into the lightness, whatever may be. You're more than welcome to stay as long as you like. It's that perfect stillness that is healing on so many levels. So highly recommend just stay if you found that Zen, the emotional release, any tension, stress, it's all gone, dissolving. But when you do decide to come out, make sure you go really, really slowly, starting with the little awareness in the fingertips, awareness in the toes. A couple deep sighs. Rocking head side to side. And even rubbing the hands together. And take one knee up, the other knee up. Just rock your whole body. You're rocking and soothing yourself. Really heavy circle. That's so good. Just knowing that there's no rush. I'm going to roll to one side. Take a breath. And that top hand, let it help you. Push yourself away. Last thing, is this chin and this head that come up last. You find yourself in a meditative posture. Yeah, that chin is last. Really, really good. One last breath together. Inhale. Let it out through the mouth. All right, namaste. So good. All right, so hopefully we'll have you watch the replay. Let me know. And if you joined me, I loved having you live. Wonderful. Steve was here. Thank you for being here. I'm so happy. I love it. Wonderful. So good. All right, you guys. So let me know if you watch the replay, and I'll have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And signing off from 12 Senses Retreat. I am so relaxed, and I don't know what to tell you. Everything's going to be okay. Just trust. Be happy. All right. Bye, you guys. Love you.